Hey guys, and welcome back to the Minecraft Hardcore Survival series. Today is episode 7 of the Minecraft Hardcore Survival. And we started off today's episode by just harvesting a few potatoes, using them to breed the villagers, and basically just expanding our villager breeding facility. We have a goal in mind for today's episode. We're going to focus on building our iron farm. So obviously it's a kind of conventional one where you use iron golems and you kill the iron golems for the iron, but you mainly use villagers and zombies. So when the villagers get scared, they obviously spawn iron golems, and therefore the iron golems get killed and pushed into the lava. And you guys probably know these types of farms already, but that was what today's episode's kind of based around, was just getting that built and getting us a decent supply of iron. But before we could get into that, I spotted a dog in my field of vision, and I went over and tamed it, and fortunately we were able to get it. It only took, I think it only took 2 bones, which was kind of good for a wolf. So we got that done, and we are no longer alone in this world. I mean, we already had a horse, but we're less alone than before. We then engaged in a slightly tricky process of trying to get the villager into the little little home, I suppose. But I forgot to bring in like a workbench for it, or I don't really know what they're called, but like a work thing. So I had to go and grab one of them, and it was trapped. I trapped it in using water. But eventually, once I did that, we finally had another villager added to the. I don't really know what to call it. I guess like a village, just a village. I guess a trading village. I guess we can call it, or trading hall. But yeah, eventually we could just keep repeating this process and keep getting villager trades and better trades, and eventually we'd get all the way to our diamond armor trades, hopefully, and hopefully get decent enchantments, because we could get books from the librarians, and hopefully get like protection 4, sharpness 5 from them. If we could get that, that'd be pretty useful, because we would require that type of thing for end game, and eventually it would be very important for us. As you can see from the video currently playing, I am gathering resources to build the iron farm now. I don't quite know what the production of iron will be like at the time of recording, but I think the production of iron will be good. I don't really know the numbers exactly, but it's a decent amount. So and we don't really need that much iron, to be honest. We're already past that stage of needing iron, maybe for like, I don't know, maybe hoppers and stuff like that for future builds. But to be honest, we're kind of past that stage of needing as much iron. And after gathering a few more resources, we were finally done with the whole resource gathering process. But yeah, we were finally done. All we needed to do now was wait for nightfall so we could grab ourselves a zombie, slap a name tag on him, and therefore he wouldn't despawn. So yeah, that was kind of the next step, but I think first I actually built the thing and then grabbed the zombie. So yeah, that was kind of an important step not to mess up, because obviously they burn in sunlight. So yeah, it was quite a challenge doing that. But first, we needed to focus on building the actual farm. Eventually, after a lot of time trying to get the zombie into its hole, I eventually finished the farm. I obviously ran off to sleep because it's dark, because I wanted to do it in the dark so the zombie didn't burn. But as soon as I did it, I sprinted to bed. So yeah, we finally got ourselves a reliable source of iron. Now it was all about making it look a bit nicer, so I built a platform up with a bubble elevator that would send me up and down, just to make it a bit more accessible, and didn't want a random staircase going up, so I thought a bubble elevator was probably the way to go. But it was really functional right now. It was working perfectly. I made sure to build it out of slabs so nothing could spawn on that layer, and yeah, now the villagers were scared of the zombie. The golems were being spawned in, and it was all working perfectly. I then made sure the bubble elevator was working, and I proceeded to just check the iron, and the iron golems were spawning, and yeah, it was all working perfectly fine. So that's where I'm going to end off today's episode. I know I kind of skipped 2 hours of building the actual thing. I just didn't think you guys would want to see that. It was obviously a long process for me, and I still had to do it. So, you know, it was painful for me to have to cut out all of that footage, even though I actually had to do it myself. But I just didn't think that it'd be as entertaining as just cutting it out, so I just cut it out. But yeah, this is where I'm going to end off today's episode. If you're new out here, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.